All right, I will have to admit, I have let these things pack up, or just sort of stack up. So I have this guy. I have an idea of what's in it. I think it's a Cutlery Kickstarter thing that we did. We've had these, and I just have been really bad about recording videos. So I think this is Cutlery. I've looked up the information about the original Kickstarter. But let's see what's in here. And yes, I was correct. This is the Outlery Cutlery set that I purchased from Kickstarter. These guys, when I say purchased, I guess backed on Kickstarter. When you do Kickstarter, you're never guaranteed to get anything. Luckily, we did get something with this. I believe they were supposed to ship late last year. They did ship pretty close to that, actually. In regards to some of our other Kickstarter-backed projects, these shipped within a couple months of their original shipping expectation. I know that some people still have not received theirs. For that, I'm very sorry. I'm excited to get these open. These are called Outlery Cutlery set. They are TSA compliant. We're not going to be flying anytime soon right now, but when we start flying, we're excited to take these with us. The idea here is to reduce the usage of cutlery while you're out and about. Also reduce the use of plastic cutlery. Again, something that we're not doing often right now because of the time, but that will pass. And when that passes, we will be able to use these guys. So these are pocket-sized, on the go. They claim to be the smallest cutlery set. It's made by a company called Outlery from Dublin, Ireland. So here we've got a nice little box that it comes in. Rather compact. Nice little embossing on the top that says Outlery on it. Open that up. They have some instructions. They say, please don't place the handles in the dishwasher. Doing so will reduce the life of the screws. So you're probably wondering, screws. In order to say small, these, oh, what is this? This is, it's got like a silicone inside here. My guess is this silicone is so that you can pop that out and clean that and keep this less dirty while you're out and about and eating with these. So that's neat. Let's put that back in there. So these are the base of the cutlery set. They have a series of screws at the bottom here. See if that gets in focus. There it goes. It's a little bit of screws right at the top there. We have the spoon, a fork, and, oh, didn't even realize it. This is the knife. This knife is TSA compliant, and you're able to get one that is not TSA compliant if you wanted something with a little bit more cutting power. So this is more of a spreader than I would say an actual knife. To connect these, it looks like we have the base for 2 utensils at the same time. And as part of our Kickstarter backing, they did include an extra handle if you wanted one. And this wasn't extra cost. They more just said, if you don't need these, please don't get them. I guess I did get them. I'm really going to be appreciative of having all 3 hooked up at the same time and not having to switch it out while we're using the utensils. So we got 2 sets here. Go ahead and open all this up. All right, so I got that all out as well. So we've got 2 of the little packages here, or carrying cases. Don't know what this is for, honestly. Maybe to put on a handle so it doesn't roll away, or do they explain it on the important instructions here? Included in your Outlery box is a silicone jacket to help screw in and screw out the handles tightly and avoid accidental slippage. The screws are designed to lock in when enough force is applied, so please slide the handle inside the jacket and screw it tightly before use. Okay, so definitely something you want to use. The idea here is you would slide the handle into this silicone jacket, giving you some grip on there, and then screw that in. Nope, I'm doing it wrong. There's a bar to make it longer here. So you screw that together. So there is my first little handle being put together. Slide that on. Let's say we want to hook up the fork. Screw that in, and now they said it's supposed to lock when tight. I mean, I feel like that's pretty tight right now, so I don't feel like that's going to slip easily. Pull that apart, and now we have I'd say a really decent sized fork that came in a tiny little box originally. And not only is there a fork in there, but we also have the knife and the spoon. So I'll go ahead and twist all those together real quick. Still twisting if there's any audio in this. This particular one, the screw is not fully threaded, it seems. So I'm not able to actually twist that all together. There is a small gap right here that I can't really get past. I'm going to see if it's a problem with the handle or a problem with the knife. Okay, this knife is screwing in even less. Again, don't know if it's a problem with the knife or the handle. So just for the camera there, you can see this one is really not screwing together at all. I mean, you can see the gap on that there. All right, so let me try a spoon. Spoon is going in nicely. No problem connecting that spoon at all to that handle. Can't you just imagine yourself on an airplane screwing all these things together? This fork screwed together very nicely. So this handle did not fit either of these knives. Let's go ahead and see if this last handle does. So now I have a new handle here. That is going maybe one thread. So it connects one thread and then stops spinning. So that's no good. And on this other knife, it goes almost all the way, but it stops short by one thread. So unfortunately, these TSA compliant knives do not work correctly. I was reading through the comments, and it seems as though this is not the first set to have issues coming out of the manufacturer. They've admitted that there is a problem there, and if there's an issue with any of the fits, we're supposed to reach out to them. So I will have to reach out, specifically these TSA compliant knives, knife tops. They are not screwing into any of these handles. And if I take a handle off one of these that works, obviously I don't want to do this too much because I could damage the handle. That does not screw in. So the issue does seem, to be with the knife, because a handle that doesn't work on the knife does work on the fork. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have two carrying cases. We have two sets of cutlery. So we've got our fork, our spoon, and our tiny spreader that we can use without a handle for the time being. But in all actuality, we'll reach out to them. It's not like we're going to be using these any given time right away. So we'll reach out and let them know that those do not work. So we have that guy. And then just for the sake of bundling this back up, we'll unscrew all of this. I must have used this on this guy. That was definitely a lot tighter than the others. So I've got my handle pieces. They go in the top here. And then I've got the heads. Go right in there, in the handle holder. And there we have one packaged up. and one all opened up. So that is the Outlery set, or it's actually the Cutlery set by Outlery. It is on Outlery.com, but it looks like they're doing an Indiegogo project right now. So if you want to do it, they're still pre-ordering them, and you can get them from Indiegogo right now. Thank you guys so much.